Hello techies, welcome back to Elfin Code channel. Today we will be seeing one of the decorator which will be helping us to count the number of execution any particular function is making. So this decorator will be kept over every function which we will be having in our module, which will be helping us to count the number of execution any particular functions make. Okay, now to hold this information we will be using a dictionary, and each dictionary will be having a kind of key. The key will be the function name, and then the value would be the number of times that particular function is being called. And finally we will be printing this dictionary, which will be giving us information about the function name and total number of execution that particular functions makes in that module. Okay, let us begin. But before that, if you have yet not subscribed to Elfin Code, please do subscribe this channel. So let us begin with the practical. Okay, let us start with this practical. So I'm creating one new file here. I'll name this file as Python file. So I can name this file as count function funct function call decorator. So I've taken this name. So what exactly I want, I have, let's say, add function here, def add. Let's say I have two arguments, a and b, and I want to print a plus b. Okay, so I have one more function, let's say def subs. Let's say it is a comma b, and I want to print a minus b. Okay, now I want to count the so I want to count here the number of times add and subtracts function will be will be called. So for doing this, so let us do one thing. Let us create a decorator here. So let me create a decorator with name count number of calls. Okay, so here my call would be this function. So it will be taking the function as my as an argument. So here I will be writing a wrapper, okay, which will be adding one additional functionality. The additional functionality is to count the number of times these add and subtract is being called. Okay, so that is what I want to extend as a functionality for these two functions. Okay, so I have args as an argument, let's say, and k args as in second argument. Okay, now here okay, so let me just call first. Let me make a kind of template first. So I'll be func function, and here I will be passing args and k. Okay, so this is my and finally I will be calling wrapper. Okay, wrapper. Okay, now I need to write a logic which will be counting the number of call which we will be making to these two function, add and subtract function. For this I can take a dictionary count, and we can say dictionary, as this is a null dictionary. So here I'll say that if function, if this function, let's say, is not in dict count. Okay, if dot keys. So what we want exactly, we want like this. Okay, so we want dictionary to be like this, add. Okay, so against the add we should be having one call. Okay, and subs against this particular function we would have some value. Let's say 3 times subtraction call has been made, so the count would be 3. So let's say add function would be called for 2 times, so it will be override with 2. So like this dictionary will get populated. Okay, so so as a check first, what we are doing, we are checking whether this particular key add or subtract is already present in the dictionary key, because when first time it will come inside this wrapper function, it won't be having this key. Okay, so it will check whether these keys are present. If not, then what it will do, it will take the dictionary count and it will say the key. Let's generate this key dot name, and it will add one to it if it is not there. If it is already there, let's say, then it will say whatever value is present, increment that value to one more count. Okay, so I can take this. I'll say that this plus 1. Okay, so I think we are done. Okay, I think we are done. Now what we can do, we can wrap these calls with this decorator. Okay, and let us call these function add 3 comma 4, let's say subs subtract 30 comma 23 maybe. So this is 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, 5 time. Okay, so add function we are calling it 5 time, and subtract function we are calling it 4 time. Okay, let's now print the value total number of execution each function make, and here we will be printing, let me put it under the f string, dictionary count. Okay, let me run this program. Missing one oppositional argument. Subtract function missing with one argument. Okay, fine. So we did mistake in calling the subtract function. Should be comma. Okay, now if you see here, add function, I mean the total number of execution each function made, it says that add function make 5 times, being called 5 times. Similarly, subtract function is being called 4 times. So here if you see subtract function 1 2 3 4, whereas add function is being called 5 times, 1 2 3 4 5. So this is how we can make a count of every function calls with the help of this decorator. So let us do a kind of revision here. So what we did, we first create these function, add function and subtract functions. Okay, then what we did, we make a wrapper. Okay, now this wrapper, it has a small logic. Okay, before calling this function add and subtract function via this particular statement, so it check whether this key, this add key is already present in this dictionary or not. If it is already present, then it will just go and increase the value count. So earlier it was, let's say 2, then it will be 2 plus 1 3. And if it is not present, okay, then what it will do, it will make a key, dictionary key with a function name, and it will put 1 as a value to it. Okay, so this is how we can write a decorator which will be counting the number of execution or call to any particular functions. So if you like this video, do subscribe this video, and in the next decorator part we will be seeing how we can write the same program with the help of class decorator. Okay, so in the next video I'm going to put that thing as my content. Okay, thank you for watching Elfin Code. Thank you.